Asidan Kenya Nkopon wana dum ene ne mobro huna wode adum ye yedawrade ase edu samria na ewo se ye fa kwan bi so na yetu ye mrantie ene ye mabawa efo na mena mka amasem bi se if you learn through observation you will not get mark. If you learn through observation you will not get mark. Ye woni ma bebre ho no mo a suahunu mu enipa bi ebo bra koduru baabi a wona bra bono e wo mu se eye negative but ubetimi asua bibi afrim na mamenken kan Bible baabi enchro e Proverbs chapter 14 verse number 12 e kwan bi a etini nipa aniso na wieye ayo wi akwai. There is a way which seemed right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. On says nipa ni bi sha brabase a ya na fana dwen se onya kwan tie bi a obetumi afaso atokai wako ensanmeya kese oni ma kese besan eno na na chese omo bobra basa wo hwe sankrofo yi bi awie ya na wahunu yi se abrabo omu se mirikatuo ka ho na so nya mirikatuo ni nyina na obetumi aduru ba bi a pesa woko Amerikatu a ahweyi enka ho ama otihwe amram na mena mbu mi baby se ade a ya chechede de ano krama tu mirikesa ho ma chechede kofa na ade abrabo ye ntobo ase abrabo ye nyansa nimdie ene se obefa kwan papa eso yeba behwe papa basiriwa mu bi a na sem ne warpa nti mehwe se obenya mre no watie na adesua wom babi okoduru ye sika wonyae edu bi kura wo sika na oyusu no na American president eyusu ene edu babi no obeye obi osesrade ayen semre no producer fayen kona bomodin anya botre tie na mefane nsem no mako na me no wache.
Somebody carried me as a courier or like a messenger for $4,000. You go, somebody meet you at the airport and take the stuff, go and sell it, maybe $200,000, but yours is $4,000. But I was happy because I had not held $4,000 in my hand before. So when I came, I was walking like I was bouncing like a tennis ball, feeling good. Then I bought my first car, Golf, yes, which wasn't bad. But then along the line, my taste grew. I went again the second time. This time I got $8,000. And I was doing courier. I did courier or messenger, drug messenger for close to 1.5 years. Then, fortunately or unfortunately, the Americans were hunting down Pablo Escobar. Some people call him infamous, but he is my hero, yes, because he took care of the poor. Pablo Escobar was making close to $800 million to $1 billion a day because he was controlling all the network in the world. But then I don't see him as a bad person because he was taking care of the poor, giving scholarship, and he give you two options, platter or promo. That is, you want to work in a factory like singlet factory, sandals factory, you get a motor or some small car, make some genuine money. Yeah, but you want to work in the drug factory, you become a millionaire, as in the valley. But then Pablo don't take sorry. He will give you a second chance because it's a very dangerous trade. So when I met his people, they got me involved and I got $150,000 and I brought DMC 12. Up to now, I've not seen DMC 12 in Accra here before. I was just 25 years. I felt good because money is power. You get the money, you get the power, and you can manage yourself, buy almost everything you want. Yes. I got there and surplus, you know. I got a passport for her, flew her to Zurich, and then they came to meet us with a Bentley limousine driven by a white man, another one in the pig hat who opens the door for you, step out, and I was sleeping at Grand Sheraton, $1,500 a day. So he said, "You think you can walk here with your flamboyant ways? I don't know the kind of work you are do. Come on, get out from here, get out." So I said, "Well, he doesn't want me." My other siblings were too genuine, you know, church-going, guitar-playing people. So I was the youngest, but I was a very hard. So whoever wanted, fine. So I sleep mostly in hotels. Yeah. Until the opportunity came for me to make the biggest payday. It was 140 tons of cocaine. The very biggest who had been arrested from Africa within the past 100 years, which is like, let's say, cement bags, like 2,500 cement bags. And I was going to make $2.5 million out of that deal. The whole deal will have fetched about 80 to $90 million. So somebody said, "Well, juju men in Africa are not powerful, so let's go to India." So I went to Punjab, Sirikarimon, paid $1,500. It's a 12-hour journey. I went and met this bearded juju man who did things for me and said I will never be arrested. Gave me some small thing like a pebble that when I get to the airport, and not the airport because it was through shipment, that we have drilled cocoa timber, and you pack it in. If you go straight from Colombia to US, they will bust you because they know it's the hub of drug dealers. So you bring it through Guinea and through Takrady. As for Ghana, you give them a video and then a video monitor and then the deck and some few cassettes. Don, oh, Godfather. So it was so easy for me to manipulate and maneuver my way out. But incidentally, when I was going to clear the goods from America, that is the West Coast, California, with all my juju, that was the very first time they busted me and they jailed me for 40 years. I don't believe in it. No. Like in Shakespeare, said the forces of darkness tells us truth in little things, but lead us on to betray us in things of greater consequences. It's something that they lead you on, maybe through coincidence, I believe. Yes, it will seem to be working because with the money I paid, I've never been arrested. And my biggest payday, $2.5 million. They got me and I went to prison in one of the toughest jail in the world, San Quentin. Nobody has ever escaped from San Quentin. We have got Old Sparky, which it's an electric chair, which kills people. Yes, it has been killing people since 1925. And we have got Chino, which is a holding cell in California. And we have got Big Mac in Oklahoma, where they use lethal injection, poisonous injection, 3 different injections to knock you off for you to be dead. And when they took me first to San Quentin, I met people. It contained one of the most dangerous people in life, where I met this guy called Bedman of Adkwart. Already he has killed a warder in the prison, and I was put in the same cell with him. Then they reduced my sentence to 30 years. When I came, my land, people thought I was dead. These people have sold them. I never picked taxi, no, or trotro. I change cars every 2 months. I've used Bentley, I've used Lincoln Continental, the type the US president used. Yes, the beast type. Yeah. I've used GMC-12, I've used Jaguar, and I have slept in the best hotels, Waldorf Astoria in America, I slept in Sheraton. But at the end of the day, you realize that they are vanities upon vanities. Some people get away with it, make drug money, and use some legitimate business as a front, and they are doing well. But then I don't think I was lucky or whatever, because no juju, and I don't think that it is witches from her. I don't believe in witches from any quarter. I was just not fortunate. Maybe God didn't like me. He had protected me all this while for me to go and take juju, so he wanted to prove to me that juju never worked. When I came back, I was dodging because I didn't have money. All I had was about $2,000. And I didn't want people to see me. But then eventually I started dealing drugs. Yeah. small-time drug dealer, sell boosters. That is 20 Ghana. So I went to give one white man, and he came back, not knowing it was paracetamol, because I wasn't using the drug. And he said, don't bring me this bullshit no more. So now I have to test the drug and test it. That is cocaine and heroin. We didn't have anything like Tramol. And among all the drugs, weed is something that opens my mind and things which is not very addictive. But heroin, my God, you take it, 1 month you are addicted. Before I realized I had stomach cramps like rheumatism and things like that. So after 1 month, a policeman friend who was supplying me with the drugs said, the thing has hooked you. I said, it can't hook you. Then I sold everything, my gold chains, my shoes, I put designer shoes. My suit, because the drug dealer would tell you, oh, Charlie, I want to buy this your thing. Now I have sold out to my bed that I lie on. I didn't have a cent. I became an addict around 1980, 81, 80, let's say no, around 1984, 85. And people were saying I was mad. No, I wasn't mad, but I was walking without bathing for about 2 months. I wear jeans and become black like leather, because when you are addict, you don't care about anything. You think about how to sustain the drug habit. You come to Mr. Joseph's office, you see his phone costing 40 million. You just look left, right, nobody is there. You pick the phone, not because you want to steal it. Go take it. That is the craving for the drug. When you don't get it, will make you steal the phone worth 40 million to go and sell for 2 million to support your habit. Now people knew I was an addict. Nobody wanted to support me. So what happened? Now this girl, I was flexing. She saw me. He said, hey, Kandiwa, is that you? Hey, well, this. Then as she was talking to me, Atosu, her friend said, hey, you are talking to the old beggar, and I wept. The lady said, you call Kandiwa an old beggar. This man a few years ago, you can't even get close to him. But the road of life can be rocky and you can stumble too. And it takes labor on that correct knowledge, which people call lucky. If I had known that this is what drug would do, both sides as a career, both sides as a user, and become an addict, I would never have made an attempt. No, he didn't have an idea.
So how did it all happen?
Yeah, I was doing stringing. You are a journalist, so you know. That's right. So eventually they saw I was good. Yes. We have got one guy who was, called one of the best journalists ever. By our generation, I have not heard about him, Richard Cote. Yeah, he was very good. Even bigger than all these Ghanaians who had worked with BBC, who have made money and name. Richard Cote, unfortunately, anytime there's a coup d'etat in Ghana, he's on duty at GBC. He is the best of the best, yes. But, well, journalism wasn't like those today, where Mr. Joseph dressed so well, Mr. Joseph has his car and things. We use our leg, we walk, not part, so nobody regards you. Excuse me to say, most of the psychiatric doctors, because, well, not all of them though, because they treat mad people, some of them act like mad people. Yes, like this guy in Jowu. You go, he makes comments which are very funny. You can't come and die here. I don't want to mention his name, yes, because he still has got patience. He tell you, yeah, you can't come and die here. Yes, I injected him in the ear. Yes, he can't die here. I injected him in the ear. And he's a very strange man. I seem like a mad person, getting to the point. Yes. But then I would advise the youth. Me, I didn't have the opportunity or see on television somebody who has been a don and has been reduced penniless. Yes. If I had, I would never have gone into drug addiction in the first place. My biggest lesson was I should have stuck with BBC. And I know myself, I would have been the best or one of the best. But you want quick money and you get a very big fall. And that is it. And my lesson and my advice to the young men is, you are not being smart when you go using the drug. Al Pacino said, do not get high on your own supply. I have dealt with people who have gone on to become world-class drug barons in Mexico. Silvanos Jesus Alvaro, yes. Jesus is middle name. Yeah, he is a big-time drug dealer, big-time, world-class, yes. But if you think you are a guy and things, it will humiliate you. Drug addiction is something that would bring you on your knees. It is something that would disgrace you. How can you go to a beautiful, seductive brilliance of a woman like this lady to go and beg money? In my normal life, I wouldn't do that. But you go to the woman you took to Switzerland, the mother. Oh, mommy, I came and shot petrol here and I am going to the bank. When I come home, I'll give you 10 million, don't worry. You take 5 million, you don't pass there again. You go to another place, same story. And it starts to spread. Hey, Jeff came here, he came to dupe me 5 million. This one. People, you have taken them abroad. You go on your knees to beg them for money. But this is what drug does to you, especially heroin and cocaine. So my biggest regret was not sticking to my BBC thing or doing something other. Yes. You see, today, the opportunities with the internet and things like that, yeah. But our time is like you use AD44, your leg. You go here, journalists. You know, sometimes you see some GBC journalists, their shoe has been patched. Yes. And me, I can't wear a shoe that is patched. I wear ballet shoes. Yes. I dress impeccably. I don't wear just any suit at all. I wear suit that is sewn by Jewish people or French people. The best of the best. Yes. I put gold chains. I wear Rolex costing $17,000. Yes. But unfortunately, maybe I should have been a small-time drug dealer. Or I shouldn't have gone there. But my biggest regret is trying to test the drug and me being addicted. I got addicted for 25 good years. I tried to stop. No. I go to church. I went to one church. The pastor said he was going to deliver me from addiction. But he ended up beating me, you know, because he was blowing my stomach at Legon Botanical Gardens. He said I should speak tongues by force. So when he hit my stomach, I said, oh, Ajay, he said the tongues is coming. Then he hit my head. Jesus, I said, oh, pastor. He said, yes, the tongue is coming. But I knew I wasn't speaking in tongues. After they beat me, still, when I was there, my mind was telling me it is money I want for the drug. So after he finished, he said, Paul and Jacob said, silver and gold have I none. I said, hey, pastor, you beat me and tell me silver and gold has I none. Me there because of the silver and gold I came here. So they said, oh, they made collection for me, and I got about 1.5, which could sustain my drug habit at least for 2 days. I'm at the doorstep for 65, but I look like 80 because of the drug, because of the challenges I've been. It takes nerves to live like ODONKOR. Yes, and I wouldn't want to go there because I tempted it many times. I go back. And I had this methadone thing where somebody whose wife was an addict, they came on a holiday. He brought it and he said, I can only give you 10. When the cold turkey comes, you take it. So when it was getting finished, I was getting scared. I'll go into this drug again. And when you stop, you become very fat. Yes, your head even becomes fat. Eventually, I was able to use willpower to kick the habit. So sometimes I want to go to the ghettos and win souls, but I'm scared because this thing is so powerful. You will go, like I was in Kolebu, my first suicidal attempt, they had put POP on me, they had put metal on my legs, and I woke up, you know, the injection they give you at the theater is petidine and Sosigon. But me, when they gave me, it was this houseman, these training doctors. I was like, but I was not going. People who are even being amputated, when they give them, they go out for 12 hours. But me, because my system was saturated with drug, I wasn't going under. So the lady ran to the professor. Hey, Prof, the patient is not going under. Then he said, oh, this man, he's the grandson of the Presbyterian moderator. He's addicted to everything under the sun. But the petidine has got heroin in. So after the operation, when I recovered, it's like I didn't have the turkey. But the following day, my goodness, because I have not smoked previous day, only the petidine. The turkey was there so much that I went to for somebody's crutches. ODONKOR, where are you going? Kolebu was it. I told them, leave me, it's my own leg. Yes, with metal in my leg. I was hoppling. Went into the lift. There was drip on me like this. When I went, I had taken blood tonic. Expensive one my father brought, or helped her. I went and exchanged it for drug. My sister came to visit me. She was mad with the nurses. Why are you allowing him outside? They couldn't change me because the craving for the drug outmatches anything I've ever experienced. Reverend S.S. ODONKOR, Samuel Saki ODONKOR. He was the first black moderator. I have never been married before. Maybe I've got a lot of children scattered around, which I don't know because I slept with women, a lot of women. But there was this decent lady who I impregnated. And I told her to abort the baby. She said no. And that night, I was leaving for Italy. And so he said the grandparents wanted to see me. When I went, I told the grandparents I wasn't responsible for the pregnancy. I said things with deep regret. If she's listening, Mary, once again, I'm sorry. Forgive me. She's a good girl. Today my son is making it. If you see his ears, they are wingy like mine, tall, long face, but I can't go glory hunting. I didn't look after him. He's doing well. I hear he's in abroad. I don't think when I see him, I'll even recognize him because I've not seen him for close to 10 years. But I don't want to go chasing because I didn't look for him. And I can't go glory hunting because he's made it. But then, I've got children. Then last time somebody called me after I've done one of these programs. My mother told me, my father this. I said, look here. My father had Concord because I used to travel with Concord and things. I said, you don't have anything to inherit from me. So if that is what you want, me, I don't have anything. Not even one city will you inherit from me. So if your mother told you, maybe your mother has lied to you. I'm not the one. Yes. Like my chairman, Samuel Amutobin, I'll give him shout out. There's this guy at EcoBank called Titi Nati. He's their corporate loans management, Theophilus Nati. You know, when you are broke, nobody will give you their card. But this guy gives me card. This guy comes and look for me and gives me money. Yes, because since I stopped the addiction, Jimmy Cliff has been in my life and I want to get rid of Jimmy Cliff and still he doesn't want to get rid of mine. But I'm trying to write a book so that I'll get out of Jimmy Cliff. You know that this thing called Harder They Come. That a song that Jimmy Cliff made, Harder They Come. Yes, when you get to Harder They Come, you are broke, always cash strapped. But I'm trying to write a book which I believe will be a bestseller. Yes, and then maybe I can pick up and make some good money over there and set up a rehabilitation center, Narcotic Anonymous, because I've been there. There have been drug treatment centers or rehab centers, but they are all or majority are a bunch of criminals. You know, because the drug addicts, they go and commit crime in town, they are looking for them to arrest them, then they go and hide there. Then the rehabilitation center, they use the people to weed. They go and take donations from churches and this, and they give the people very cheap things, you know, cheap food, expired food, and use the things for themselves. I have never been there. I would never be there. They wanted to take me and use me to get donations. I'm smarter than them, so I would never allow them to use me. Because most of the people go to that rehab center, no medicine, no substitute, and they come back from the drug. Because they go and hide themselves from the police. And when they are there, they hide the drug. Yes, and then they take it, they chase it, you know, they put it on the fuel, chasing the dragon, then you hit the rock. Yeah. But we need to seriously sit down as a nation so that we educate the youth, put up some rehab center with doctors, counselors, yes. And then I believe if we inculcate into addicts the fear of God. When you are going to do it, you say, hey, God is watching me, if nobody has seen me. So that will even deter you. But if not, in the next 5 years, the way this tramadol is in the system, see these motor riders, they are so high, pine and things. It's going to get to a time somebody will pick a knife on you for even your watch. It's God who is taking care of. I don't even have one cedi in the bank. Tobiko is good, takes care of me, but he can't take care of all your burdens. You understand? You go to him every day, he will become fed up. I have a very loving sister who takes care of me. I go there once a week, but the rest is up to me. Yes. I'm not talking about that one I went and they beat me. That one I went straight back to drugs. Yes. Because they beat me and then they said they have delivered me from drugs. But no. But I go to church. Even yesterday I went to church. Some of the churches, there's one around our place there with a lot of young people like you. When I went in, their pastor, who now calls himself Dr. Bishop, you know, these charlatans give themselves titles. Who is this old man? You people too, when they say go and win souls, somebody like this, what can he do? Then I made U10, yes. But some people, he's got a youth there, yes, and he runs them.
Osempa, say akasabro 20 minutes. Na wutie ne nsema a wokan ye no a me bɔ ne tɔfan na wachie no empanimfo kasem bi sɛ abrabɔ enya bona kakoko omodanta ana empanimfo so kasem bi sɛ abrabɔ na hase enya de na wieye na me de medan ne sɛ abrabɔ no na hase ehia pa yie wan sha abrabɔ asi yie a unwie ne yie hwesika fa papa yi nsem hwe baabi a ne nan akoduro hwe nipa hoduro a woni won gasan na hwe na wieye and there in room I am ranty ne mabaawa ne say I few die and run I share school be mabaawa omunum wi our school secondary school SHS and mabaawa dinka mo hwe afutuo bi a ti say ya o si kaisa wo bobo bodi no a watremu nya ase o si no on fa tazi on fa trotro na bosumi bia no na o se sane kais ne situ a wo hye ntade a wo hye no adenia de yayi o de say Israel for pam ana France for chinsa na egun ko mu nya asem ketwa hwe na wiye o si otonia ton ho ne ma ton empa woda so afedru babia no na waye sresrefo edru babia no na osrade ma nkrofo esre no asem bi okan ya ye ma wiro ho ani se oni ma bebrede dai enti onim enkwala awawo mo osi akwala ba ko na okai se de na oni na etwempra de akwala ne bre no wanje sisi akwala na yeyie osuro fere so obekwa akwala ne nche nia enonnom edi ni pedro no ena abrabo we no wa mfa brabo no kwan so a na obra na nkasa bedane ma na etwaw enti unu obi se odimirika no abusan se mirika wotuo no wotua kohe uhia obi na opre ne ho kukukuku a no abusan se pra wo opre ne ho no opre ne ho akohe awieye ani asem ena obehia mrantie bi nkwara nketenkete kai wadam obi nkase se wo yakola na odaka mu a na yemusio bekwa benso na afa so a unya akaya no ena wutima ade odimirika hwi na obewie ne sei obewie no nkokora bremu a obedane obi a wo sresrade obewie no nkokora brem abra de na ofrena ni monyam ni nyina atwam afiri wabrabom afre wo ntumi nkoba na bawako awieye ani asem na babi okan ya na mesre mayirahuo ne se asofo so obi se ba mo nchen ya eya mo mfa bibiara nhye demons mo mfa ne ntra ona mo nsaki no na ohuru yi se eye onu a ne tu anamon no okoto saade no osina mo bon paye obi a ono eno we afa na adwene se o speaking in tongues osina bi bon yam no ka ji no am se o tongues osi ya bon paye manu wi na small cancer me de nyam paye bon de hia mi na me pesca sky de man no am say 100 and something osi onya de anwumre no de benum wi ni koke ma we nya futuo kase ma okoji aduro wo India se ne ebeye na oton koke no ayanchi no afi yeso no mo no na enwanwa Emma jail no 40 years in prison. 40 years. Just imagine 40 years no. Nanka wa freedom a de nka obetimi di aye. Owie nasema okan ya aye mede se nyamisro ene betimi ahwe oso. Nyamisro osi nyamisro na se o kwakoye sa ade no a ebeka sa kire o wadwen mu se nyame ahun enkoduru baabi a wobɛtete sei ansa na wapanyame akira kwai emma abrabɔ no emfa ngura amrem ansa na watiemu afra Awurade. Enti Bible say kai wo bɔfo wɔ mranti brem, kai wo bɔfo wɔ mranti brem ansa na dabɔne na ba. Men ye wadwin sɛ han bi wɔ hɔ, ahoɔden wɔ hɔ, samre ya wo 30s wo 40s mu no. Men ye wadwin sɛ from eti hɔ daa. Men ye wadwin sa na sɛ wotwa sa no wanhwe akyi a wobɛduru baabi no na wachi kwan nyinaa kyeakyea. Enti ne amedi gya wo sɛ meba de amedi gya wo ne sɛ nyame wɔ botaa bi ɔde obe yiwe we ase. Enti ya na me ka sɛ the best discovery is to discover yourself. Wo yɛ hwan a ɛdi enti na Nyankopɔn de wo ba asase we so. Nyame de wo ba asase we so sɛ kɔtɔn nro na nya ho anadwo overnight na opia ne ɛbɔ nsɛm ma na wawie yɛ bia no wa ngu ntem o ɛna sɛ wanje n'ani sɛ ɔbɔ bra no wanhyɛ da koraa ne wɔ ba ntena sɛ wɔ ware wɔ ba samre wɔ si ne nua ba hɔ ɛna na wotwe bi ɔkɔ baako na ne nua ba na maniska na ne nua ba na maniska na nsia aka ne de ɛto gye ɔno a sisi ahoɔden bɛn no wɔwɔ sɛ ɔde saa akɔyɛ adwuma sɛ bibi sei na wababɔnten na sɛ obi ayɛ ne interview ati sei a yɛnso yɛ fa saa onua na ɔyɛ ne interview no dedi nka ne yɛdana ase ne mmom yɛde atu Ghanafoɔ fo sɛ abrabɔ anywhere. Life is as what you make it. Abrabɔ anywhere. Moni na form na hunu yi sɛ ahiaw ho kyerɛw sɛ de niara yɛ de animia ɛne no kwaredie na bɔbra ɛnna na nneɛma nkɔ yie suanse obesi nkete na odi adwumaden obeyi krono na da ɛne mepam ho anyantem na wahwɛ sɛ ne obra no ɛtie na menam kama sɛm bi sɛ wodua afifi ti so be nyansani ne wasua si edua eduru twabra ye musa oyɛ kromfo mesa ka kyerɛ obi so obesua sɛ ne ayedua na so otumi dua bi ampa eduru twabra obi emu kromfo ne mo se wanua na fa kanten sɛ eduru twabra na o konkorfo fu mu akotwade a ene ye wo yebebu so yɛ kromfo masem we ntuf ema ene mabawa obi wo hɔ no na mema nan miensa na ɔne wo motie na wo matumi dia kokoduro ababonten abɛka sɛ me woni awɔtɔ Brazilian hair mami me woni awɔtɔ mpaboa me woni awɔtɔ wei ni pedua ne nyawo dia o ewura na kwamboni a wodu ni pedua ne nam so no won kuntabuo kɛseɛ ɛwɔ ne ɔbɔ wɔ n'anim enti wotie nsɛm sɛ free Apostle Dr. Samson Adkwart ho a na ne nyinaa ne sɛ epɛsɛ nyansa ɛtɔ wadwim na ɔbɔ bra sɛ nyame wɔ botae bi enu nti ɔde ɔbɔ asase wei so enye Nyankopɔn pɛsɛ wawie yɛ bɛyɛ basa wawie yɛ wobɛyɛ mmɔbɔ Na fei anigi a wadwen eye wo se won saka wo mranti brem no adane wa werɛho ani esu emframa edi wu pade a wonya mo nimre fom na to boase na bobra se obra ene ne wara wabo nyame nhyira migiri ye se wahwe papai ne nsɛm a ɔkan wanya futuo ɛwom ebia na wodaso ɛwɔ saa enuro dwadie num ebia fe na abɛwura mu na nsɛn obi a ɔkɔ abrochire na owura migration ayi no afidie no hwɛ no na kyerɛ sɛ ne nso nyinara koke na ayema na ɔsi yɛ rushing in term coin operation na saa operation no omo kaso omo ya omo hu mobo cause ye yue na wu amfa omo ho ade ne ni pepe wo wiase osi odi nka de call ya onye sika no osi oba na ohuruhuru se tennis ball sa brantia o 25 years osi ne owo 65 years also otise obi a 80 years ami amika say o ma mi mfie wo kra obrani de wara abo enti ebia na fe na wo pese wo wura say enroja die ni mu a jai na mu awo so wo mu nso a jai na wa hwe yi a ade wo be wura fiase dem wa hwe yi a eno a ne beku wo emrantie ene mabawa a modi ndronom tramon ma hya ase yesi baby bro ne dia keke ka ho ana obehia brantie bi na waye ten na ni twam so ten jeso wa hai oda chini sei ayro sem se papai wasi oni ma bebrashi o enso on kai se otumini wo mo woye senka osinkiti bobra eno no baby tena ya ka papa wo mfie wo mpani mfie suwe no ka o ma no ubenya ba ku bi obehu mobo erade onhu e mobo pa na Ghana nipa ba ko yare a esai o man nyina na yensen free no bone kwa ho because meka ninsem o kan ni nyina na abogum chirim se yin o se odi nuro no eba na o fa Ghana de a oh there be easy man se odi be free ase akọ America is a odi ajiu sika o kan wo mu se o je nuro no kura ton a fe wo ton nuro nketua wo within no na police ni bi ena man nuro no bi ton adai ena mobo abone sa enwura ayi se enokra na kan ansa ne de software wasachire wa prison adanse a wodi en se prison officers no ena kwabontin kwoto enuro no ede bre prisons no ma wo monnom nuro e wo hodmo enti wo kan ni peace obi nko prisons ni anyi adwen se and ye ya wo famu no wasachira no de adwenpa na eba o se gise nipa no hu Yesu for me to run up. Let me assure you that Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the answer, and Jesus loves you. He will use the power and everything he has to set you free from this bondage, from this slavery. You have all the power and have all that it takes to set you free. And my Bible says, if the Son shall set you free, you will have unquestionable freedom. Now open your heart and allow Jesus Christ to come in and let him take absolute control, and you will taste life. And you know the meaning. You will know the reason of your living. Asidan Kenyankopon se onam na dum so na onam kwan we so etufo. Onam kwan we so ekasachiro kwan bani bi a wonam so no. There is a way seemed unto my righteous, but the end thereof are the ways of death. You can repent. The choice is yours. Open your dear, obetimi asisa. Say a year will take a decision, say ready humoboa is ever ready. Obama who are ding am already a jaisa and no. It's not a matter say a cobompire bobo from a papa wa pampem. Wow, honewo. So ma won sasu say me nye biemwa. God will grant you that grace. Now what free sa te bianum. Erade nhyira obi biara wo hwe samfoni na ode atu ne hofo. Se uwo mu a wo fi na wonye nwura mu nso a onkodi sa ne ma wo yachi na ase wa brabo ne wani monyam. O chinsem we free Apostle Dr. Samson J. Kwatino. Every Adkwart Studio. Onyame wonhyira. Onsa kan nsem bi etisi abomodian so obehya mani padodo free se dodo no ano. Epe kwantie tie a wom de benya won ho. A emfa ni mo nyam ne nkoso mre wo. No wa subscribe wo. No mi abed no so. Be no na ye adwuma no. Ti bomodian na hye nyame onhyira. Ebehia. Bye bye.